I chose to paint this object because it was flat. I was fine with how the flowers turned out because it was the first time I had painted since like 7th grade. The color wheel was the most boring thing I've ever painted because everyone had to do it and we didn't have any choice in it. I liked how it turned out. All the colors looked pretty sweet. For cubism, I picked eggs and bacon because it is definitely the best breakfast food, no doubt. Bacon is not that important to me, but it's good for eating. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey! For my 3D project, I painted the painting, The Beach at Pourville by Claude Monet. He painted this painting in 1882. The original painting was painted with oil paints. It is pretty much a picture of a beach with some cliffs and the sunset. The mood of the painting is calmness and relaxation. Monet uses a lot of whites and puts thin layers of paint on top of other paints so the colors underneath will show through. He uses white to show the reflective qualities of the pictures. Monet hardly ever uses black. He mostly uses dark purples. I like this painting because I love the colors and the way he painted it. I like its overall feeling, relaxation. My reflection painting was a picture of the trees and clouds reflecting off of Lake Winnebagoche. I painted this picture because I really liked the scene. The painting is using mostly blues, whites, and blacks. I didn't really like how this painting turned out. It just looks messy and disorganized. Although the color wheel was the most frustrating, the reflection painting was the hardest by far. The hardest things about it was that instead of copying an actual painting, you have to copy a picture, so it has to be more lifelike, which is something that I am not good at. So I'm going to have to work on that, and it was definitely the hardest, and it was my least favorite. My watercolor painting was a painting of some trees on the shoreline of a body of water with a dock in it. I painted this picture because I like to paint water. I like how this painting turned out. The reflections could have been done better, but in the end, overall, I really liked it. For my final project, I chose to paint 3 different objects from 3 Disney movies. I painted the doll and sword from Mulan, the rose from Beauty and the Beast, and the spin wheel from Sleeping Beauty. I painted these things because I am in love with Disney movies. I think all 3 of these paintings could have turned out better if we wouldn't have had a limited amount of time to work on them, but overall, I really like them in the end.
Who's there?
Queen.
Queen who?
Queen my dishes, please.
Queen.
It's Queen to make it funny.